the cover, but you can't put any Cavicide on it, okay? Don't wipe it with Cavicide. Take this actually unscrews. You can take it to the sink and rinse it off with gloves if you like. Soapy water, and then dry it, put it to the side. When you're through wiping everything down for the morning, you can replace it. And make sure you look kind of, from a patient's perspective, sit in the chair and look up. And if it's spotted or if it's dirty, definitely, I mean, if it's visible, definitely clean it off, right?
And I have a question. She said anything with a barrier on it does not need to be washed yesterday.
But she said she barely wiped everything before she sets up, right?
Oh yeah, you're doing it. This is before we set up.
Right, because remember I forgot. So I'm showing, especially for Quinn, who didn't catch it from the very beginning. So all you guys have been assistants, but especially since she's not been an assistant before, she needs to see this. So this should have happened before I did that, because that's the way they want it to happen in clinic. That's a good idea, actually. So you're going to wipe down everything that you're going to use. But yes, anything that has a barrier tape on it, after you take it off in between patients, technically you don't have to wipe, but I'm going to be honest, the barrier tape isn't going to protect you from everything. And neither is the chair cover, so I'm still a wiper. I still wipe. I always have, because what if something leaves?
Yeah, we spray.
So I come in and I do this, because that's where your instruments have just been sitting. Some people just come in and do this. They'll just come wipe this, and then they'll stick it right back in that dirty receptacle. So I make sure I wipe that, because that's been dirty too, right? And you take each hose out.
Yeah. The point of not doing this is that you want your body to see.
I come all the way down to the length of the cord, and I come back and I wipe the receptacle.
Okay, once they clear up
Wipe the hand piece. And come and wipe the handle. Wipe the tray. Coming around all of the edges. And then I wipe the tray handle. Or the metal tray handle coming across all of the sides. This kind of needs to be dusted, doesn't it? And then we're going to wipe the other side. I turn it on to get underneath it. So I flip the switch, flip it up, get up underneath that handle, and I come inside it.
oh, same thing, you take it off.
And then I wipe the receptacle where it's going to sit. And I come in and I wipe the high back and come all the way down the hose. This is going to be a little challenging because this is rigid. This has ridges around it, but do the best you can. I would do this to get around, because can you see the how it goes around, how it's up and down, and it's gonna catch stuff. So you're gonna have to probably do like this when you kind of come down the neck of the tube, right? As if there's any blood or anything like that on it, then you want to be able to get it off.
And so do you guys realize that after when you tabby wipe it,
And take that out of the receptacle and wipe that down, and then wipe the receptacle down.
so
We have to do all this once.
wipe it?
In the morning, you just do it once, right? In the morning, you just do it once. But in the morning, you just do it once before you start, and then you do it another time before, or in between patients, right?
And at the end of the day, right?
So I guess we didn't show you guys, but you have to put your tubes back up, just so you know. I need to maybe emphasize this more. I'll answer your question in a minute. The tube heads go back up like this, okay, after you use them. They should never be set out like that.
Like we found it.
They should never be like that. And I probably didn't emphasize that. I don't think I really went over that in the class. I don't think I went over that in the demonstration. I'm going to wipe the sensor cover, and I'm going to wipe the handle. Wipe the receptacle, keyboard, not the mouse. And I'm going to wipe any countertop that I think that could be exposed, right? And another tray. So I probably would have done that before I had done, like if I'd remember there was a tray over there, I would like to do my trays at the same time. Anything that you're going to touch probably first, and then leave the rest of it for your countertops, and then finally your chair. So
Is one wipe gonna be enough?
I know I'm already running out. I think because you're just going to do this in the morning at first, 1 to 2. 1 to 2. You might be able to get to. That's why I would probably use one wipe, and I'd wipe all the things that you're going to be touching first, and then I'd come back and maybe change wipes, and I would wipe down your cabinet, your rolly card, and I would wipe down the chair, and I'd wipe down any cabinets that you think you might like this. Like, I think that should have a barrier tape on it. That's to me, that's cool, because we were in and out there all the time. And then your chair. So you wipe the headrest cover. They do wipe this with the cover side. I did confirm that with Dr. Vandenbush one day when we were in here. And then wipe the. And I think we should, if we're going to barrier tape, I think we should also put barrier tape on the handles, don't you guys? However, as you're not required to. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
One of the things, I guess we'll get to it. Fill in the water and all that and flush it
Yes.
on.
Okay, y'all ready?